Hello everyone, welcome to another video. If you're new, my name's Emma, I'm an illustrator based in Sheffield and these are my daily-ish vlogs. Now if you ever find it tricky to get out and go sketching, or you don't have the motivation to do it on your own, this might be just for you. Today, well actually in like 8 minutes, I am going to be hosting one of my live drawing Zooms over on Patreon, and this is a little behind the scenes about what goes on. So if you don't know, I have a Patreon account. Over on there, I've got the Scribbles Aloud Drawing Club, and that's for all members on a paid tier, and my tier start at £1. And one of the things that we do is meet monthly over on Zoom. You also have access to all of the recordings as well. And it's just an opportunity for us to practice drawing together. Let me show you the way we do this. So as you can see here, I have a slideshow set up ready. And we'll all meet up at 6 o'clock. I will share my screen and we will draw the images together. So these are the little rules that we've got. It's not really rules, but like just kind of housekeeping, I suppose. So these are time sketches. Scribbles are definitely allowed. You can always work on them later because I do upload the recordings as soon as possible after the event. Also, I do upload a PDF with all of the images used in the live session, so you can work on them in your own time if you want to. If you join in the live sessions, your cameras can be on or off, and you don't have to be muted, but if you're not speaking, it's probably best to mute yourself just in case someone comes into the room and shares all your deepest, darkest secrets. And also, yeah, this is just for people who do actually enter. Just a reminder that if Zoom cuts us off, we can enter with the same code. So in these sessions, there's no drawing style. I don't show you how to draw. All I do is facilitate an environment where you can draw and practice drawing in a kind of stress-free, maybe not stress-free because time sketching can be quite stressful when you first start it, but more like pressure off drawing. You don't need to show anyone your drawings if you don't want to. If you do want to, within the Patreon feed, I've set up a chats feature so you can share just to members of the group, other people who have gone through the same experience as you doing these same time sketches. You can share those with the group if you want to, but there's no obligation. And the great thing about time sketches as well is that it really improves your observation skills. So if you find that you're not very good at retaining information or drawing live, for example, out and about, if you're trying to draw someone, people move and they move quickly. So it's a really good muscle to kind of practice and to work on. Drawing things quickly. And even if you don't end up, you probably are going to end up with a lot of scribbles in these sessions, but even if you just end up with a few lines and a few blobs, you're practicing that muscle, that hand-eye, that brain-eye relay. I don't know what it is, but you're basically practicing. So looking at something, getting as much information into your head as quickly as possible and getting it down on paper as quickly as possible. And it's a good skill to master. Even if you don't draw like that all the time, it helped me massively. Anyway, I've only got a few minutes, so let me show you what I'm using to draw with in this session. So usually I just pick a random selection of stuff. Charcoals are quite good, pastels, anything that can put down colour quickly. And I normally get a big A3 sketchbook. But today, I'm not. Today, I'm going to work on my iPad. Like I said, there's no set style. There's no set way that you can do this. There's no right or wrong way. If you want to get messy with your materials, get messy with your materials. I like doing that usually, but as I'm short on time and I've got other things going on in the house, I'm just going to work on my iPad today, and that's completely fine. It's still art. That's what I'm doing. I'll set you up overhead so you can kind of see my drawings during this session. I'll obviously share them at the end just in case my overhead shot or whatever. I don't even know where my tripod is. Anyway, we'll see what we get. And I'll show you my pictures that I get at the end. And if this kind of thing floats your boat, you're very welcome to come and join us. No obligation, obviously, but I'll share all the details at the end if you're interested, or you can have a look at my a link in my video description as well. I can't find my tripod, so I'm just going to prop you up there and I will share my drawings maybe with a screen recording off here. It's one of the good things about an iPad as well. I'm not sponsored by iPads. Right, 1 minute. Let's do this.
Recording in progress.
Hello. I thought Zoom wasn't going to turn on for me then for a second. I thought I was going to be, hello everyone. Yeah, Zoom had a bit of a funny few seconds there. It wasn't turning on for me. So let me get going straight away. Yeah, excellent. Right, we are cooking with gas. So as the title suggests, today we're going to be drawing cats. It's a little bit different to the last one that we did. That time lapse obviously wasn't the same amount of time that it took me to draw them. That was 40 minutes worth condensed into about a minute. But they're my drawings that I did for the session. I really enjoy these live drawing sessions, not just because it holds me accountable. I need to show up and turn up and draw with this bunch of people who also have been told that they're going to be meeting me and drawing for this session. It gives me an opportunity to at least draw once this month. So if I'm having a really kind of in a funk month, it's at least one time that I know I'm going to sit down at my desk and spend a consistent amount of time drawing. So it's 40 minutes, the session. And by the end of it, you feel like you've done an absolute workout. So I really like it for that alone. I feel like it's really doing me good. So I'm just going to put that up in the Patreon feed now. So like I say, if you can't make it live to these sessions, all of the sessions that we've ever done are recorded. So they're recorded every month and they're put up in the Patreon feed. So even if you can't make it live, you can access the recording of the session. Not only that, you can access all of the live recordings, all of the recordings of the lives that we've ever done. So if your budget only allows you to dip in for 1 month onto our Patreon, that's completely fine. You can dip in for 1 month and cancel before the next month starts, and you can really get a load of value from that 1 month if you've got the time to do so, because you get access to all of the recordings, all of the rewards that I've done for your tier, going back to the start of that tier. And you have access to all of those things for as long as or whenever you are a patron. So for example, if you want to join in for 1 month just to see what it goes on, you can go in, look at all of those recordings, get hours and hours worth of drawing sessions. You can cancel at the end of the month. If you ever want to jump back in, you'll then have access to all of the stuff that you've missed in the between times, so since you last joined in. So you never really miss out on anything if you don't want to. So if you want to jump back in, you have access to the stuff that's happened in your absence. Obviously, you don't get access to the actual live event. You only get the ones that happen while you're a patron. But I am aware that not everyone can join live because of time zones and stuff. So there are a lot of people who are from Australia and New Zealand and stuff. I don't know why I pointed down, underneath underneath where I am. They can't join live because it'd be in the middle of the night for them, which is completely understandable, which is why I also do the recording. So I know it's a pain in the bum for people who can't join live and they want to because of time zones, but sometimes that's just the way it is, because I love my sleep, and I'm really sorry, you guys in Australia and New Zealand. I'm not getting up at 4 a.m. to do a Zoom. Sorry. Anyway, it also, when the live session's on, I don't get a chance to look at the chat. Sometimes at the end I'll look at the chat, but mostly I'm drawing myself. This is, it's a drawing exercise for me as well. So at the end, Zoom exports not just the video, but also the chats. So I get a chance to have a look at the chats. So yes, Marianne, thank you. It was fun. Thank you. I'm sorry I didn't reply in real time, but I forgot to check the chats. Also, every month I seem to forget how to use Zoom. I've turned into one of those, remember those teachers at school who, when they brought in the TV for the TV day, didn't know how to work the tape recorder? I've turned into one of those adults. So yeah, sometimes I forget where the buttons are for the chat and all that kind of stuff. But yes, I do read the chats even if it's afterwards. So thank you for those. I'm just going to put this up in the Patreon feed now. So if you did decide you wanted to get involved, it is there waiting for you. So that is all up on the Patreon main feed now. So if you are interested, you can head along to patreon.com/Emma Woodthorpe. That's me, and you can get yourself signed up on any tier, and my tier starts at £1, and you'll have access to all of the recordings of the lives we've done. Obviously, there's no obligation, so don't feel pressured. And this is where I'm going to leave today's video, so hopefully I will catch you in the next one. So until then, bye!